You want to be in the video? Hello! Welcome to our channel. My name is Ashley, this is Austin, and we're Adventures Across. This video is our camper tour. We just moved into a brand new camper and we're going to live full-time in it. And really this isn't anything new for us because we've done probably every living situation under the moon in the last 10 years. And one of them was living in a camper. So this isn't new to us, but the camper is brand new and it's feeling so fresh, like a fresh start to life. So welcome to our new home. This is Stella. She is a 2023 Gulfstream vintage and the model is 19 ERD. So it's basically like a 19-foot long camper. There's like a bed, there's a shower, bathroom, sink, there's a kitchen and a dinette, and the entire interior is supposed to mimic what a vintage camper would have looked like. So we picked this one because we're really into that look. If you've been here on our channel before, you have seen that we lived in this cabin for the last 3 years and the entire interior was made out of wood. And I really like the look. It feels really earthy. It feels like you're in a forest even though you're in a, you know, pretty man-made camper, but yes. So we moved into this camper and we're living full-time at a campground in the Midwest. So we're going to live here from like the end of April until the middle of October, and then when that point in time comes, we are going to start traveling again, and we're going to stay at campgrounds or wherever we can really stay.
Arizona.
Mostly Arizona and in the Southwest, but I have plans. I really want to go back up to the Oregon coast and I want to check out the southern part of the United States because we haven't really done that. Why don't we start out with why? Like, why did we decide to do this? Did you want to say anything?
We did not want to buy a house because it's just way too much money and you do not ever get ahead.
Yeah, so basically, to go off of that, we lived in this cabin for 3 years and it was like a mini homestead. There was like a stable for a horse and chicken coop. The cabin was heated by wood, like a wood stove, so we had to chop the firewood and all the things, and you know, the house needed a lot of care. It was like taking care of a person almost. You had to take care of the house. So at first it was great. It was fine. I had enough time to do a lot of the things, and we started a business while we lived there, so we are window washers and house washers. So Austin would go and do some jobs and then I would take care of the house. But then eventually I started to become a part of the business and I got a job at a local organic tomato farm. So I didn't really have a lot of time to take care of the house anymore, and it was just getting to be too overwhelming. And then we got chickens, and the chickens were so great. We enjoyed them as our pets, but they also took up a lot of our time. And then we started to realize that we couldn't travel anymore, and that is like one of our main things that we do. And then, you know, all of our other things that we do started to leave our they left our priorities list, so we weren't exercising and doing our sports anymore. We stopped
hiking the dogs.
Yeah, we used to hike like every day, and then we just couldn't hike anymore at this cabin, and it wasn't serving us anymore. And we realized while we lived there that we don't want to buy a house. And I guess what really turned us off to it was when we started looking, we couldn't find what we were looking for because we wanted to get some land with like a small cabin on it and do pretty much the same thing. The mortgage rates were really high, and we realized that for like a $150,000 house, we would pay total just for our loan and taxes and stuff. We would have paid $500,000 at the end of our 30-year term, and even if we paid it off early, we would still have to pay that amount. So we were just like, this is stupid, we're not going to do this. So we decided we weren't going to do that, and started brainstorming new ways, and we decided that we wanted to just go out and live our dreams. We didn't want to put them on hold anymore, so we bought this camper. And this is where we're at right now. And so far, so good. We're loving it. It's a lot simpler than living in that cabin. And we're going to get to travel and go do awesome stuff again. So
go hiking and...
Yeah, we already went hiking. We've already gone like hiking 10 times since we've lived here. And it's just silly. You know, we really didn't have time before, but now we do.
Now we have to hike.
Yeah, now we do. And the dogs need walks way more. So it's all good for all of us. So this camper is 19 feet, like the model number, and it has a ton of storage. It has everything that you need to like live. So we've got the bed, we've got all the cabinets back there. We have a toilet and a sink and a medicine cabinet. We have a shower, but right now we are just using it as a sort of closet because we could go up to the shower house to shower. Our waste isn't going into the ground, it goes into a tank right now. So somebody comes and pumps our tank once a week. If we showered, it would just like fill it up in a day. So we don't do that in our camper. We have a fridge and freezer. We did some modifications and took the microwave out, and we opened up a space above the fridge to add 2 additional storage compartments for the kitchen. We have a propane stove. We have a nice big sink. We have this dinette that turns into a bed. And underneath the bench seats are storage. So
everything's nice and new.
Yeah, everything's nice and new. Everything fits. It's amazing to like downsize your life so much and to realize how
there's not cracks in our floors.
Right. Like that, but you just don't need that much to be happy. So, a lot of the storage is being used up by my art supplies, and I have a printer and other things that I can use to make prints and postcards. So I have plans to like create art that's easy to ship to send to all you lovely people or whoever wants to buy it. So enough talk here. Let's get on to the tour. Alright guys, here we are at our new home. This is the vintage cruiser. This is what it looks like on the outside. And here's the inside. So this is the dinette. The table does fold down into the bench to make like a day bed. I just didn't feel like doing that in this video. This is the kitchen. It's the smallest kitchen ever, but it's perfect for what we need it for. It's fully functional, it has everything you'd need to cook. The shelf above the fridge is one of the modifications that we did. And then this is the Dometic fridge. Runs on propane or electricity. The spice cabinet is where we took the microwave out. And then, yeah, this is all of the dishes that we have. So we have like thermoses and baking dishes, and then plates and cups and pots. And then here's all the spices. I have a huge problem with like foraging and growing things and saving them. So a lot of the stuff in jars is, you know, one of my passion things. This is the stove. It's got 3 burners on it, and it runs off of propane. The oven also runs off of propane. Yeah. And then the sink is pretty large. We could fit a lot of dishes in there, though don't fill it up and expect it not to leak. This is food and dog food up in that cabinet, and then this other cabinet is my small library and other important things that I use often, like my camera and stuff. Here, I'm going to show you what I keep in the bench seats, if anyone's curious, because, I mean, maybe you are, I don't know. So I've got a tote for arts and crafts stuff. This is Austin's laptop bag. I keep my laptop in my purple bag. This flower bag has all of my painting supplies in it. And then the other bags are like other camera equipment and other tech and a crochet project that is never going to get done, but hopefully it will soon. On this side, there's 3 cushions to take care of, because the third cushion obviously fills in the space above the table where you can lay on top of it, right? So the reason why we cover our seats is because of the dogs, and we don't want their nails to rip the leather, obviously. So in this right compartment we have the water heater, and it works extremely well. Like, the water is hotter than anywhere I've ever experienced hot water before, so that's good. This other compartment has things in it that I probably won't use for a while. We've got extra towels. I've got produce bags for foraging. And then I've got a case of more things that I foraged for. So I've got my nettles. I've got pretty much anything in there to make, you know, herbal medicines and stuff. And then I've got, you know, some vodka for herbal projects. And then a box for the Vitamix, which I haven't used yet. Our shower is being a closet right now and a place to hang herbs. And we take that green bag to the shower. It shuts nice, so if we don't want to see the shit in there, we can close it up. There is a furnace. You can see the little furnace thing right there. And then it's super hard to film this section of the camper because it's so tight and like small, but basically have my calendar on the door, and then this bathroom is like the size of a small closet, but you've got the toilet and you've got the sink and the medicine cabinet. And of course I had to put fairy lights in here. So got fairy lights, got little trinkets from all of my friends and family that I have little trinkets from. It's just a way to keep them with us in such a small space with the trinkets. In the medicine cabinet, you can see it's totally loaded, but it's just got the essentials in it. And then I have like a basket and stuff with other things that I don't really need. So the dog's bed is under the table, and this works really great for us. Just keeps the dogs out of the way, and they're happy down there. Okay, this is the bedroom. Our clothing areas are just totally fucked right now. But we roll our shirts and stuff. The two cabinets on the side do have like a closet area, but we keep our socks and underwear in baskets in there, and it's just kind of hard to, you know, hang stuff, so we don't. I made this cool macrame thing for my ukulele, so it has a place to live. Got the OG painting from Austin from like almost 10 years ago that comes with us everywhere. Yes, there you could see. Anything hanging on the walls is hung with command hooks. And a cool feature to this camper is it's got neon lights. Neon blue lights. Sorry, it's distracting listening to this while I record it. Under the bed, there's a lot of storage, but it is just totally messy as hell. Like, I've got coats, I've got my overalls. I don't know if I'm going to be doing videos with dresses, but I have a bin for my dresses right here. And then winter clothes are in the duffel bags. And then this bin is for my printer and, like, old sketchbooks with my paintings. Just anything that is remotely useful for an art business. This is our bird feeding area. I definitely planted a garden, but this is going to have to be another video, my garden tour for the camper. So, right, that was a really, really fast tour of the camper. But for sure, just if you have questions or you want to know something about this and how we're doing this, just throw them in the comments section or send me an email and I'll answer you. I would love to do a Q&A for this lifestyle. This isn't the first time that we've done this. This is like... we've had to live tiny for a long time, so this is nothing new, and like living here, it's totally a dream. I love living here. I don't really have any complaints other than like our freaking sensors for the black water tank just went out or something, or I don't know what's going on with them, but you know, you're gonna want to know if your shit tank is full, so that's the only issue, really. But yeah, I'm super excited to bring you guys on this journey with me, and really, just ask questions. If you want me to make videos about something, I will. Otherwise, I'm just going to make videos about my art and whatever we're doing. And like I said earlier in this video, we're going to be traveling again and visiting a lot of places around the United States. And yeah, that is like super exciting, and it's also extremely scary because the last time we did this, it wasn't this nice, but it was definitely hard. When you know, in the beginning of like car camping life and living on public land, it's super fun. You're like, oh my god, this is so awesome. I have my kitchen that fits in a tote, and I could just bring my kitchen anywhere, you know? But after a while, having the essentials taken care of in ways that aren't so stressful, especially like showering and having to go to the bathroom, I think that it's super important to find comfort in that. And we could talk about that in a future video. I'm down to talk about any of this, so for sure, throw me your questions. You can, email me, leave them in the comments, or send me a DM on Instagram. When I get like enough questions, I can make a video about it. But yeah, so thanks so much for joining me and watching this video and visiting our new camper that we're going to be living in for who knows how long. I super appreciate you guys being here and for sticking with me on this journey. It's really nothing what I thought it would be. I don't know what I was thinking when I started this YouTube channel, but I'm sure, I guess I kind of am, or we are fulfilling our destiny with Adventures Across by living this way. But I didn't really think that my life would be back at this point again. So I'm just curious to see what the universe has planned and like what the fuck is going on. So anyway, love you guys. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you have a marvelous time in your life. Bye!